And we are 15 days away from Election Day, and today we are taking a closer look at the candidates for Attorney General.
First, Abe Hamadeh, the Republican candidate endorsed by former President Trump.
Hamadeh hopes that his background in the military and 3 years' experience as a prosecutor earn him the confidence of voters to be the state's next Attorney General.
Team 12's Joe Dana profiles Hamadeh's resume and a few key issues surrounding the office.
And with Abe as our Attorney General.
During a recent announcement by police associations in Arizona to endorse Abe Hamadeh, Hamadeh vowed to work to improve what he called low morale among law enforcement.
You know, this is the 21st anniversary of 9/11. Remember that the couple days, the months, the years after 9/11, we used to have high respect for our law enforcement officers. And look what's happened.
Hamadeh is portraying himself as a law and order candidate as he hopes to win over voters. His resume includes a U of A law degree, working as an Army intelligence officer in the U.S. Army Reserve, where he served a 14-month deployment overseas. And Hamadeh worked as a prosecutor for 3 years at the Maricopa County Attorney's Office. On elections and democracy, Hamadeh was endorsed by former President Donald Trump.
It's a pure theft in American history. Everybody knows it.
Who attempted to overturn the 2020 election, making him the first president in history not to support a peaceful transfer of power. Like Trump, Hamadeh has repeated false conspiracy theories about the election during his campaign and said he would have not signed off on the electors for Joe Biden in 2020.
No, I would not have signed it. And I tell you that, I mean, you just see the 2000 Mules documentary. I just watched that the other day. There's so much fraud that we're just discovering now.
Fact checks on the 2000 Mules film demonstrated it did not prove widespread fraud, and a chief investigator at the Arizona Attorney General's office recently called promises made by makers of the movie,
"We have already given this data to the FBI,"
patently false. Hamadeh declined our request to discuss the AG office's findings. On the issue of abortion, Hamadeh says he supports the ban.
I could disagree with the law, but ultimately I am tasked to enforce the law.
Earlier this year, the state legislature passed a ban on abortions after 15 weeks, not allowing exceptions for rape or incest. However, the law also stated if the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, which ended up happening, then Arizona's stricter territorial-era ban on all abortions would go into effect.
I mean, I currently agree with General Brnovich's position that the law is the law.
Back in respecting law enforcement.
At just 31 years old, Hamadeh would be the state's youngest attorney general. He says he's gained valuable experience overseas where he managed security cooperation between the U.S. and a foreign government.
And so I'm used to challenges working with, pretty big bureaucracies, but I think that's exactly what the Attorney General needs. It's a leadership role.
He also says he would make border security a priority and create a task force within the AG's office to target border crimes. Now, coming up at 6, we profile the Democrat in the race, Chris Mays. You'll be able to find both stories about the candidates and more on the issues at 12news.com. Joe Dana, 12 News.